from whether Obama campaigning for the candidates caused them to lose, to which food Jeremy Piven says gave him man boobs. And you won't believe which dynamic duo is hosting the Oscars this year. Plus, former Vice President Al Gore is telling the co-host how he rates President Obama's performance so far, his role in the capture and release of 2 American journalists in North Korea, and how he dropped a whole lot of pounds. Then, Pastor Joel Osteen is telling you why even in tough times like these, you can achieve a successful life beyond your wildest dreams if you find out how to activate your faith. All that, hot topics, and more coming up live on The View.
Welcome to The View.
Hey, judging from this, we won.
Yes,
this
we won the election.
We won.
Yes, we did.
We won an applause.
Yes, we did. We did. Hello, I'm back like bad gas. I've returned. Now, yesterday, you heard that. Oh, good. Yesterday was election day, and there's so many stories. It's not even funny. Today is whether President Obama campaigning for candidates in New Jersey and Virginia worked against the Democrats who were running for governor. Both John Corzine and Creed Deeds were defeated. So were they defeated because the president came and campaigned for them? Were they defeated because people are just pissed off that stuff is like rough right now?
The exit polls are saying that they didn't really have that much to do with Obama because 57% of New Jersey people still support Obama. They're just worried about the economy and high taxes and stuff like that. And the same in Virginia, but it was less than 57. It was like 47 maybe.
No, they had what I think was a 51% disapproval rate of the president, but exit polls again show that it didn't necessarily affect their local vote.
There is a saying that's true, which is, for the most part, we're not talking about elections for president. Politics is local.
Yeah.
And it really what happens in your own state. I mean, this is in New Jersey and Virginia. This was a big race. In most of the country, there were not these kinds of races. But again, it seemed to be mostly local issues.
Right.
And it doesn't say anything sweeping, although the Republicans are saying, aha, this shows that the Republican Party has found its soul. The Republican Party, it looks like from other races, doesn't know what its soul is. Well, they got a little thinking to do to find out what is its soul.
They do. I will agree with that.
Sherry, you were getting
I was just going to say, it just makes me wonder if some people...
We agree?
In part.
Okay.
Not completely. But we'll get to that.
And then we'll use a hand sanitizer.
That's great.
Okay.
It's, I wonder, a lot of people said that they wanted change. And I wonder if some people just freaked out a little bit because things are happening so fast, so quickly, so fast. And, they're trying to go back to what is familiar in looking at how they voted. So I was just wondering that.
I'm sorry.
No, I just think it shows a little bit of resiliency on the part of some Republicans that people aren't abandoning one party completely, when I think that there was sort of an air that was happening, and I don't think it is. I think they just want jobs, and they want things fixed, and they haven't seen it in the past year.
I think this is a referendum on both parties. I think people are sick to death of politics. There are certain things that everybody wants. They want, and I know in Jersey, they want those house taxes. What do you call them?
Real estate taxes.
Real estate taxes. Property taxes are insane.
It's local. These are local.
Yes, but we're seeing this all over, where people's taxes their property taxes have skyrocketed. If they've managed to hold on to their houses, they can barely pay the bloody taxes.
Well, someone on the staff was talking about how her husband had just come back from France, and he traveled from France to Germany on a bullet train. And if you've ever been on a train in Europe, it's fantastic. It's fast. It's quiet. It gets you there. They have great food. That is paid by taxes there. We don't get that much here for our taxes. Is why people get pissed off.
You remember in the last election, remember it's the economy, stupid? Okay, I won't call you stupid. It's still the economy. It still is the #1 issue in this country. Afghanistan has not been. It's a foreign policy question. It's a very important question. But this is 1 year later. And
but it's connected, isn't it? Because we spend our money on wars in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Let me just say one more thing. In a way, this is not a referendum on Obama, because Obama did not just win because he was a Democrat. He brought in a lot of other votes. He brought in young people. He brought in independents. There are a great many people who are independents today. He brought in Republicans. So it's not a referendum, as I can see, on the Democratic Party. Whatever Obama is doing or not doing, his popularity is not. He was not the Democratic candidate versus the Republican. Had a lot of other issues.
He did get behind these candidates, though, and I do think that it is a strong message being sent that Americans want jobs locally, nationally. Jobs need to be created, and that was promised to us, and it hasn't happened. So they're abandoning the party that promised it and didn't deliver in a way.
The job number is always the lagging indicator of a recovering economy. We've heard that a million times. You have to wait a little. It's happening slowly.
Well, the economy is
not easy to wait right now.
The stimulus has increased, I think, something like, I don't remember the number, a lot of jobs. And they're still waiting for the rest of the stimulus to kick in. Give it a minute. Give it a minute.
Why is it called a stimulus if it's so darn slow?
Well, I don't know, because
we were in a depression a year ago. We were on the verge of a depression.
It was a failed plan.
Usually conservatives like things to go slowly and not change. All of a sudden you want it to go fast.
No, I'm saying there was a broken promise. There was a promise that it would stimulate and create a lot of jobs quickly, and it didn't.
It hasn't been. Wow. I don't think it's been broken yet. Is it slow? Yeah, it's slow recovery. That's the way it is. Is there a lot on the plates, on all of our plates, not just the president. I mean, we're waiting, for a lot of different stuff to happen. But I want to change the direction of this a little bit, because during the campaign for governor of New Jersey, John Corzine ran an attack that claimed that Chris Christie was, quote, throwing his weight around to get out of parking tickets. Now, we all can see what this is. This is it's a little bit of a shot at Chris Christie and his weight.
Right.
Do you think that that's the way to go? Because I know a lot of times we see these, but do they ever work?
Maybe it's me, but I don't think he's that fat.
No, that's not true. He's very big. No, that's so not true. You look at him, I mean, that concerned me looking at his weight. But, I mean, it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, all the negative ads.
And his, too, from all the food he's eating.
But no one in the exit polls. But nobody in the exit polls. I mean, it's something to look at, but nobody in the exit polls. I can't say nobody. I didn't look at every exit poll. Oh, I'll read all the exit polls while you're eating. Nobody said that this was a factor. We've always had negative ads. It's the same kind of thing in a way that we're talking about in New York, where Michael Bloomberg won an unprecedented third term and spent more money than anybody else did.
$100 million.
Of his own money.
His own money.
Wow.
Now, some people say, he won, and he's been a wonderful mayor. Okay, some people say what was not good, because he didn't win by as huge a margin as he might have hoped.
But you got to really want to be mayor to spend all your money.
Yeah, but did the fact that he spent so much money, did that leave a taste? That's not a question that I'm raising. It's a question that's been raised.
That's what left a taste in people's mouth. I think everybody knew he was a millionaire, a billionaire when he got a bazillionaire. I made up my own number, because there's no way to count those zeros. But I don't think that's what it was. I think people were really, really annoyed by the fact that he sort of jumped over term limits after saying very clearly that he really believed in them. And I'm torn, because I think he has been a great mayor. But